Hey guys, my name's Team. We're back with another video. I just got my digital camera, so I'm feeling good because yep, boom right here. But okay, let's talk about so many things. We have so many things to talk about. But first, everybody say hi to Ism. Hi Ism, bloop. Ooh. Y'all know this is my baby. Ugh, what the hell is that? Stop picking stuff up. He's like my real baby. Oh, okay. So first off, dismiss my hair because it was a bun. It was cute for a moment, but now it's just a mess. And I would have took it out, but I just can't do it like by myself. So basically, so recap on Baddies of the last two episodes. I haven't really touched base on or talked about. Um, but yeah, I left. Obviously, I left. So it was crazy because I had got my hair done, right. I had my like individual braids ready for Jamaica. I had my island girl hair. I was ready. I had all these companies sent me like bathing suits, all these outfits. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, we wish we could have seen these outfits." Yes, me too. I wish I could have seen my outfits too because I was really ready to go to Jamaica. Um, and then honestly, I was ready to just vibe more like with like House B and just kind of just have like an actual good time. Um, but it was so unfortunate. So many different things was happening, and I really think that was just like really honestly the universe and God protecting me because I just wasn't meant to be there. And if I was meant to be there, I would have been there, but I just wasn't. There was so many different things that was happening with like production. Obviously, all of the craziness that was unraveling. Just just from what I feel like everybody's seeing on social media, you can see all of the craziness that's unraveling and like some of the things that have been missing and like the truth in the facts that a lot of things were cut out, a lot of things were just like all over the place, not making sense. And it really was just like unfortunate. But basically, um, I'm on my way, right? Like I like 3 a.m. the car comes pick me up. Mind you, my man was with me in New York. Like my man flew out to New York and he just stayed with me because just after everything had happened, my assistant came and my man, and then I had my hairstylist, makeup, and everything like that. And everybody was just like, Team T. Like we were just sticking together and just trying to make the best of it or whatever, and everything was fine. I was on my way to the airport 1 a.m. I left my boyfriend. Bye, 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 bye. I'm leaving. I'm in the car. I'm packed. I'm ready to go. Before I even got a phone call, like my stomach was turning. Like something didn't feel right, and I was like, God, what is wrong? What is going on? And I was like, something was telling me in my body, my spirit, something wasn't right. Yo, I get a phone call from my grandma. My grandma was like, you can't go to Jamaica. I'm like, wait. She was like, your mom had a stroke. Like, you need to come home. I'm like, oh my God. I start breaking down. I start crying. I'm like being chauffeured at this point. The driver is like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, I need to go home. I need to go home. So I call production, and I call everybody, and let them know like I need my flight change. I need to go back. I'm going back. I'm going to LA. I'm going home. And yeah, that's exactly what I did. Me and my boyfriend met back here when we got here. Went to the hospital, and then brought my mom back home. Eventually, they let us bring my mom back home, and we just made. And then at that point, it was just like just my focus was my family at that point. My focus was my mom. My focus was my family, and that was pretty hard. That was pretty hard for everybody, but we made it through. You know what I'm saying? My mom has struggled with health issues, also not even just physically but mentally as well. And now like me and her are in a better space. And if you've seen my YouTube or if you've been following me for a while, then a little bit about me, my mother's relationship. But we are in such a better space now, and like I am really just thankful for that because it's something that I've been like praying for, and it's something that I've been manifesting. So now that I'm in that space with my parents and like predominantly like my mother, like I feel like a different person. I feel healed. I feel just at peace. I feel a lot more happy. I feel like just I let a lot of things go, and I'm like grateful. I'm just extremely grateful. Um, but I just want to touch base on a couple of topics concerning the show and some comments that I did see. because of a couple of things I had seen, people saying, I have been checked out, and that's not completely false. I for sure was checked out. I really was just there on this show for my bag and for the teacups, like TBH. Like, I wanted y'all to see my talents. I wanted y'all to see my music. And when I noticed that, a lot of my scenes were getting cut because of certain situations that I feel like production was upset with me about, it just was what it was. I got my payment in the beginning, before I got on the show, and then I got the rest of my payment at the end of the show. So when people say, "Well, why didn't she just leave? She already checked out." Well, honey, child, boo boo, I already said I was there for my check, bitch, and that's exactly what I stayed there for until it got to a family emergency, and then of course I was still paid for my time, even though I didn't go to Jamaica. Before, like, this episode of Jamaica, this episode prior, before, the 2 weeks it took them, I don't know why they skipped on Christmas. I couldn't tell you, I wouldn't know a thing. But the one before that, where we went to dinner, the dinner was going well. In the beginning, everything was fine. Um, I think what ended up happening was, Suki had a mission to come and address everybody of what she was saying about what she said in her tweet, saying who should go home, including myself. She thought I should go home, and not for nothing, but I would have never went home if I didn't have a family emergency. Unlike a lot of other people on the show that had serious things going on with their families, I took it upon myself, like, this isn't worth it. Like, I would rather be with my family, and that's what a real baddie would do. I'm sorry, but whatever. Hey, I'm neither here nor there. But let them tell it. And Suki had reached out to me. We spoke, and she said, that I was one of her favorites. I don't know if she still feels that way now that the season has progressed, but at the time, she did say, I don't know what exactly she said. Let me see what exactly she said. She said she had hit me up and she said, "You're my favorite baddie. No, for real, you were really you really did your thing. Like, you were standing on business. Your personality was really it. I love you and I love your mom. Wish you the best." And I was like, okay, cool. Like, that was just like that was like a nice conversation that we had, and we talked a little bit more about other things after that. So that situation was like neither here nor there for me, like it was from the day I even seen the tweet that she had mentioned something bad about me going home or whatever. At that point, when Suki started directing her energy towards Biggie and Smiley, and Biggie was upset with ET, and ET was coming towards her, Biggie picked up that chair, and I mean, literally they like freaked out about her picking up the chair. I'm not gonna lie, TBH, like, they were like, production was like kind of like really mean to Biggie a lot of the times. Like, when I was around, I would witness it. I would see, like, oh, like, they don't really treat her like nice. That's what I noticed. And then you guys see, because Smiley dropped, what happened at that point, because she was recording. I guess Lemmy was really upset. Like, I mean, I was there, but I was just like, like, he was really upset with Suki, and he started yelling at her, but he also started yelling at Biggie too, and she had to apologize to everybody for picking up that chair, and I was just like, oh my god, humiliation mission. Like, I could never, like, I could apologize for when I'm wrong, but I mean, at some point, like, if you're tired of getting like bothered by somebody, and somebody keeps coming to you, keeps trying to put their hands on you, like, whatever, like, pick up a chair, pick up a knife, pick up whatever you gotta pick up a plate, pick up another girl, throw it at her, do what you gotta do. I don't know. I mean, they keep saying there's no rules in fighting, and I feel like I've learned that on this show. Like, it's really no rules in fighting, because I used to think like sucker punching was like not the thing. Like, everybody says, "Oh, sucker punching is weak. That don't count. That don't count." But no, y'all be trying to count that sucker punch shit too. So yeah, I just leave it what it is, because there was a lot of sucker punches going on this show. But but yeah, I guess it's like, there's no rules in fighting. Even Suki told me that there's no rules in fighting. T. She told me that when when they had said that Smiley had followed Mariah's family, which I don't even know if that's even true anymore. And I feel bad for even feeling bad. I don't even like the fact that I even got involved in that situation. I should have just stayed my ass at the hotel like I have been doing. But it's like, I had to do my job and all of that stuff. But that's really all it was to me. It was just another job. And with these girls, a lot of them just made it like, just so much of their life, just so much of their just energy. And it was just like, honestly, there was so much disgusting stuff I'm so glad that I missed. And I was just, that's how you know I'm highly favored and highly protected, because you can't attach my name to that bullshit that they had going on over there with those people, because it's like, okay, boom, now we're at this place where it's like, damn, like, okay, before we get into like Smiley's storyline, like they that poor girl. I mean, I'm sorry, but that shit's a mess. Oh yeah, so when they was yelling at Biggie and yelling at Suki, and Suki, ooh, 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 Suki was yelling at Lemmy. Suki was like, nigga, I'll do this, I'll do that. I was like, and while all this was going on, I said like this. Hey, baby, give me a Uber real quick. Then I got in my Uber and I left. I went back to my hotel and they were talking about we're going to the club. And I was like, no, we're not. No, we're not. If we're not going to the club, if we're talking about we're going to Jamaica tomorrow, but I'm getting my beauty with some to spend time with my man. And then we didn't even go to Jamaica tomorrow. We was there for like 3 days. So, New York was a fucking mess. But my attempt to go to Jamaica didn't happen. Obviously, fast forward to 2 weeks after they dropped this episode that they shouldn't have dropped. Oh yeah, before we get into that, boom, 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 because the outside tea of the tea inside, right? So the petition, Anna made me laugh so hard when she said, the petition, she said she signed that bitch like 100 times. I'm dead. Like, what? She is too funny. And not change.org. Why they had it on change.org? Y'all funny as hell. The Baddies fans is funny as hell. But I remember I sat there and I told, right after my fight, right after my fights, plural, my 3 fights, I told him, I said, you done fucked up. You done fucked up. I said, there's too many people out here that love me. There's too many people that give a fuck. And there's too many people that are going to notice what the hell is going on over here. And they're not going to like it. You need to get rid of that fat bitch. And you need to get rid of the gap tooth hoe. You need to get rid of, and EBT, I know you ain't bringing her back. But you need to fix your shit over here. You need to get it together. I told him. He ain't listening. He was like, no, I love them. I'm like, oh, well, you could love them all by yourself, because nobody else does. I don't know what. You must not love money, because they gonna get together. The petition, they think it's just a petition. Oh yeah, just sign. There's such thing as boycott. Okay, there is such thing as a Reddit. Okay, there is such thing where they go, okay, everybody, we're going to unsubscribe, and here's the actual website that we're going to watch it on for free. Yeah, but nobody want to listen to me. And let me tell you something, I'm very intuitive, so I'll be right when I'm right, okay? I don't. Okay, I know. So that's what it was, and the petition came out. The petition came out, and yeah, that's going up, or whatever. But no shade, all tea. Well, all shade, anti, it's just like a little shade. But basically, like, with Scotty, I mean, I still, she'll forever be a gap tooth, hoe to me. Like, I just don't like those type of hoes, like, the type of hoes that she is. But, in retrospect, right, fast forward, we went to the premiere, and she was very sweet to me. And I think, and a lot of people have reached out to me about my mother. And I do commend her for that. And I do want to say, I appreciate that. And I'm happy she got her teeth done, because in the name of Jesus, I had been praying for that girl. So I'm glad that she did that, because I think she got the gap fixed, from what I've heard from the blogs. So congratulations if you did so. And, best of luck to you in all your endeavors and everything like that. But yeah, back to the next episode, right, that they drop later. So, what are you doing? You might play with your mommy. So back to boom. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, the next episode. I just was like, yeah, hey, bye. In my little confessional, it's so annoying because I was like, what? They could have, like, why I am wired that way, I don't know. Like, I built my own sound effects in my mind. Like, I have my own music, outro music. I was like, this is my outro. But, like, realistically, they stupid, because, like, they really should have put, like, a little ding on my tooth or something after I went, it should have did that. They just don't get it. They don't get it over there, let me tell you. Everybody seems to be, having a good time. They're in Jamaica, everybody's getting acclimated and things like that. Smiley, you're cruising for a bruise. Smiley had a fucking seizure. Okay? Okay. Okay. If, okay. 4 shots. Okay. Some people handle liquor differently. Maybe, yes, maybe, so, maybe, no. But 4 shots. 4 shots. They hit her. Now, I don't know if it was Jamaican liquor. The proof. The proof may be higher. And I don't know if she partaked in other activities. But that is not the case. That don't matter. Why would that matter, Bumby Clot? Why would that matter? The woman is having a seizure. The woman is throwing up. She was throwing up, vomiting on herself, almost on Sky. Sky's crazy. Sky is such a Virgo. Sky said, in the name of Jesus, you're not gonna talk upon me. She funny as hell. But she's just dramatic. Sky just was just trying to get her out of the way. She was trying to be there for her as well. But baby girl was having a problem, a medical issue. Her pupils were not doing what they were supposed to be doing. Her pressure was not doing what it was supposed to be doing. All of that. They was taking her from that place to the hospital. Why we see her in the next episode, I will never know. At that point, she should have went home. Like, you're having health issues at the miscarriage. She should have went home for health issues, for health reasons. True shit. And I understand everybody got to get their money. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know how she got her paid. She could have got her paid in 4s, in 3s, in 2s. She could have got paid in at the end, no money in the front. You don't know. Because, like, I know that Smiley was one of the girls that had auditioned. The mean girls, like, you guys kind of got to stop. Like, when it comes to somebody, like, and I don't give a fuck when somebody starts talking about, this is something that is serious, okay? A seizure? Okay, come on. And to fake it, come on. She was doing a lot of extras, yes, but she's just like an extra person. Like, where's my son? Where's my son? If she was drunk, and if so, she was on drugs, then, it's going to make it even worse, obviously, her situation. But the circumstance remains. And, I mean, when you hate a bitch, you really hate a bitch, because Mariah really just hate that bitch. You have to treat people right, because in certain situations like this, everybody was like completely rude to her, shaking her. Hey, are you serious? Are you for real? I'm like, so just like, even though she's like a crazy person, I just like her whole storyline. It's just like disgusting, and like it's just so bad. Like, it was just like half of the shit with her storyline, particularly, just did not need to even make the show. Like, it didn't need her miscarriage, her seizure, like, and we have to see more of it next episode. I mean, it gets the people going, Zeus. I'll give you that. It's provocative. It gets the people going. It does. And makes them real upset. You got people out here very upset about the things, that you guys are putting on this network. It's just crazy. I guess there's good and bads of everything and everybody. What are your guys' thoughts on the network? What are your guys' thoughts on the situation? I know I've seen a couple of things about what you guys have thought about me leaving, but what are your thoughts about knowing, my circumstance and my situation with my family? Do you think other people should have left? Let's talk about new song The Weekend is out now, streaming on all platforms everywhere, nationwide, and also the video is dropping on Friday, so be ready for that. And another thing. Oh yes. So yes, Now That's TV. Oh yes. I do watch their network. I really actually enjoy it, actually, very much so. So basically, let me tell you my tea on Now That's TV. So I do really like, I'm like, okay, boom. They give 2 episodes and have a lot of content. Like, they give two new episodes, like they have 2 shows going on right now. And I do like that. Like, we can always appreciate 2 good shows, right? And Baddies South Central is what it is, honey. Like they just throw that thing together and just throw everybody in there, and everybody just goes at it. Um, and I find the show entertaining. It's something to watch. It's a good filler for Young and Reckless. Love that show. Great job. I love the activities. I just love all the girls. They're like pretty, and I think that they have a good thing going on over there. It's cute. I was like, I didn't know that Ferrari wasn't going to be the host for next season. So they're saying, oh, you can battle for the host of the next. Queen, what's her name? Nosh. Nosh said, well then, sorry, friend, but I heard host is available, and she said she's going to get into it, and she bought the new girl, the pretty girl that came in, Miss Chocolate with the big booty. I think she's so cute. But she was definitely not prepared for Naj's hands, and I understand. You know what I mean? Like she's a pretty girl. Like what? She wasn't expecting all of that, but she got up and she handled what she needed to. Even though Naj wasn't talking to her, she was talking to production, but she was talking to kind of talking about her while she was sitting there. And I think that a lot of times in an animosity and a type of like hostile environment, things could get a little get a little rowdy. But yes, and then I wanted to talk about oh yeah, the poor little Andrea girl. She left. Oh, she was so cute. She left because the other girl, I don't remember her name, but I was gonna start taking notes on stuff like this, but I wanted to kind of like put this in this video because I wanted to see if you guys were interested in hearing more. But yeah, the other girl, she's like a short Mexican girl. She was kept fighting Andrea, and Andrea just got sick of it, and she just left. So that was neither here nor there. Ivy up in there doing all kinds of crazy stuff, commotion. She is. I think she's kind of funny. Like I actually like. I don't want to say that I like her, but like out of nowhere, kicking Andrea in the face was like what? Like it was like oh what? Like she's a fucking bully, but she don't care. Like she stands in it. And Mel, I was wishing she didn't leave because her and Ivory had a good fight, a couple rounds. And Mel was just crazy, just in general. So I was like, she was just funny to me, like going crazy. But I did think I was like, damn, why you gonna do that to them pretty girls? The pretty good. I like them two that sleep in the same room. Maybe she was being a little extra. They didn't want no problems. They were like, it's okay, but I guess she was saying she was on a bad trip or whatever, but I wish she would have stayed and just, but she had to go out. She didn't feel comfortable, whatever the case was, so she just left. But she did her thing. Trying to think of anybody else on the pretty Young and Reckless that'd be like funny to me. All of the girls are funny. I do like Savage. I think she's so pretty, and you could tell she's a boss. I do like her. Let's see, who else is there? I can't really think of anybody else, but if you guys want to hear more about that, let me know. There's also this new show called the Side Chicks of LA, and Stephanie Palaronis is on there. I think she goes by Barbie, and then, or does she go by Barbie? She might not go by Barbie. I think it's just Stephanie. And then, but she's like a Barbie. Like she is like a Barbie. Like she's got these big old boobs and this big old ass, the blonde hair, big lips. Like she's like a walking Barbie. Like blow up doll. That's what they call her. She's a blow up doll. She's more of a walking blow up doll than a Barbie. And then my homegirl Larissa, she's on there. She go by Lala. She was also on Hot Tea dancing for me when I had some girls come through as strippers, and she was shaking ass, and that was super cute. That was super fun too. But the show that they have on there, it's with no foreign, and it's like I guess the girls that have been outside with like the guys. And I think that show might be interesting. It's created by Fubu. They are called For You by Us, but it's AKA Fubu. They came out with a network, and then they sold it to I think they put, or they're leasing it. I don't know what they're doing with the show, but they put it up somewhere. Like, yeah, let me know if you guys have some other shows you want me to watch, because I'm like trying to binge a couple of shows. I watched Deshae's show too. Me and him had recently spoke, and he was telling me about his show, so I went and I checked it out, and he did good too. And Blueface showed up, and they had a good time. There wasn't really any of the girls there that really was like catching my eye or anything like that, but I think all together collectively they were. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm wrong. I'm lying. There was this one girl that caught my eye. Her name was, I think, was Chubbs. I really liked her. She's a chunky girl, like she's a chubby girl. That's why I think her name is Chubbs. She's super cute though. Like she's funny, she's quirky. She was going through a lot when she first had got on the show, and then the girls kind of all ganged up on her. Eventually, and it kind of like made her personality like a little like dim. But I liked her. She was funny. She keeps it real. She's herself. She don't give a fuck. But as far as anybody else after that, I mean, there were some other girls on the show, but I can't really remember their name. But y'all should check it out. It's on his YouTube, and then they've got like another version of it on Patreon as well. But yeah, that's the tea from T. Um, and I don't think I'm missing anything. But if you think I'm missing something, just let me know. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.